When the temperatures start to drop and the leaves turn color, the trees aren't the only thing on fire. Fishing in the fall is nothing short of absolutely fantastic. And the fish, well, they just get even prettier. The lake we're going to be fishing is right here behind me, and you guys would never believe the type of trout that call this place home. We're talking ultra colored up, absolute mega trout. And the fun thing about these trout is that they love being shallow. With fall here and in full swing, you better believe that these trout are pushing shallow, and some of the best places to find these trout are around natural springs. There's a natural spring right here behind me that makes this spot on the lake absolutely incredible for fishing. I want to show you guys just how stacked this is. They are all super shallow right here. These brook trout, when the water cools down like this during the fall, they move up to spawn, and one of their favorite places to congregate is near springs where warmer groundwater is coming up, and it just stirs up the nutrients, and it's just a perfect spot for them. So we're gonna try to make a play on these trout. There are some absolute megas in here, and the colors are out of this world. Let's get down to the water. So I'm gonna try to make my way down here without anything happen. Ooh, that ground is frozen solid, dude. Whew. All right, I'm gonna show you guys what we're starting off with. This time of year, one of my favorite flies to throw for these shallow high mountain lake trout is just a little size 12 to 14 black leech. They absolutely thrive in these dirty high mountain lakes, which is kind of counterintuitive, but 50% of the lakes up in the mountains are gonna be clear, 50% of them are gonna be super muddy, and there's two big differences. One is fed by runoff and filled in the spring and summer rains, and the other is primarily fueled by groundwater, by natural springs. So this is a super shallow lake, lots of food, lots of bugs and terrestrials. The leech should absolutely crush these fish. I can't wait. Let's get freaking casted. They're all up along this bank over here. I'm gonna stay as far away as I can while still being able to make a decent cast here. Oh, I spooked him. Oh no, I just got hit. Maybe it'll hit it off the bottom. Come on, dude. I just spooked a bunch of the shallow ones. Come back for it, dude. Oh, there we go. Oh, and it's a tank, dude. No freaking way. If this is a brook trout, it's decent. If this is a brook trout, it's a good one. Oh man, I can't tell. Is there, because there are stocked rainbow trout in here too. Oh no, it's a brook trout. Is it? Yeah, it's a gorgeous brook trout. Gorgeous brook trout. Get this net. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Stay on. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Frick yeah. Boom. That's what we came out here for. Oh my goodness. What a gorgeous fish to start on. Check this one out. I'm gonna try to pop this hook out of this beautiful fish here. Hands are already wet. Calm down. All right. That's right where you want it. In the top of their mouths. Perfect. All right, guys. Check out this beautiful brook trout. That right there is a mature specimen, but not nearly as big as some of the ones we've been seeing in here. But that is a gorgeous fish to start off on. You can see just how pretty those colors are on that trout. And fun fact, I'll tell you guys after we get a release on this beautiful fish. Wow. See you, girl. There she goes. Whew, let's freaking go, guys. I kind of alluded to it a little bit, but brook trout are not actually trout. They are part of the char family. Think Arctic char, Dolly Varden, lake trout, that family. Brook trout are more closely related to them than they are rainbows and browns. But we already have that awesome brook trout, but it's not even close to some of the other trout that we saw in here in that first section of the video. But I'm too excited. We got to get back out there and keep freaking casting. I'm using an incredibly long leader today because these fish are so skittish and so shallow. It's probably a little longer than you'd need, but better safe than sorry. I'm telling you guys, if you can just find the area where that water's coming in from the ground, the natural spring, that's kind of the best possible place you can look for these trout. There's a couple of absolute megas down there, dude. There's some absolute megas, dude. Got him. Got him. No freaking way. It's a gorgeous fish, too. Come on, girl. Get in the net. Boom. Let's go. That is our big old buck brook trout that we were after. Whew. All right, let's show her off. All right, guys, it's been a couple minutes, to say the least. I switched from that leech over to some midges, and I could not get him to bite on the midges, but it is warm enough today to where there is a hatch going on, and so I switched to a little caddis imitation, and that's what this awesome fish ate, dude. Oh, and it popped right out just like that. So that's right there is what I switched to. Probably more of a grizzly Adams. Check out this beautiful fish. This is the kind of fish we're after. The other one was absolutely gorgeous, but this one just stands alone. A gorgeous fish, guys. That's what we're after right there. Unbelievable specimen of brook trout. The colors on that fish are just absolutely on fire. Looks like a pumpkin. Nothing says fall like one of these trout when the water temps are dropping quick. Let's get this beautiful fish back in the water. What an absolute incredible fish. Those are the kind of trout we came out here to catch. The colors on these fish are absolutely incredible. And that was not even one of the bigger ones that we've been seeing. And the bigger they get, prettier they're gonna get. We're gonna get back up there and keep freaking casting. Oh my gosh, we're hooked up. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I've been fishing all morning. And these fish just would refuse to eat, dude. Don't get in the grass, bro. Don't get in the grass. This is a nice fish, too. This is the biggest one of the day. There's some pretty thick mud. But I don't want her. I don't want her to get on. Come on, girl. I'm not gonna rush you. I'm not gonna rush you. This is a female. Gorgeous fish. Right in the side of the mouth. Come on, girl. We got her. Oh my goodness, we got her. Let's freaking go. Oh my gosh, this has been a struggle. I thought the fishing would be a lot better. Oh my gosh. And this one was for sure one of the bigger fish I had my eyes on. Check out this beautiful brook trout. So this is a female trout. You can tell the colors, they're more of like a gray, a grayish pink, as opposed to those males are very, very, very colorful. And they also don't get like that hump football shape like the brooks or like the males do. But that is another gorgeous brook trout. One of the longer ones of the day, no doubt. Just not quite the thickest. But they still have really pretty clownfish fins. A gorgeous female brookie. Awesome trout. This is what it's all about, guys. Let's get a release on her and chat a little bit. These brook trout are not native to my home state of Colorado, but they are wild, meaning they don't natively inhabit these waters, but the Colorado Parks Department doesn't stock them, doesn't maintain them. So this lake has a naturally reproducing population of these brook trout. And over the years, they've kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I remember 5 years ago, they were like, you know, the biggest ones you catch is 12 inches, but now there's fish pushing 18 inches in here that you can routinely see cruising the banks. And it can be hard to get them to bite sometimes because they are such a skittish species. Just because they're not native doesn't make them any less fun. All these brook trout were transplanted from back east in the Appalachian Mountains. They were introduced out here, and they absolutely love it out here. There is plenty of natural springs, very shallow water that doesn't freeze throughout the winter because of the constant warming water coming up. And these brook trout absolutely love it. Some of the best habitat in the entire world for brook trout is up here in the mountains of Colorado. And they're an absolute blast to target. I was seeing brook trout bust on the surface on little black, like earwigs almost. And I'm pretty sure they're just, you know, underwater organisms that, you know, they're on their last leg and heading up to the surface. And they're just squirming, and those brook trout are coming up and eating them. So I'm throwing this little black midge, and it's not like gonna sit on top of the surface like the more natural presentation. But if I can get it right in front of them and like kind of use the fly rod to my advantage and the length, I can kind of bring it up right in front of their face. And that last fish absolutely smoked it. Very, very pretty fish. But we got to get on some more, so we're going to keep casting. Guys, we're going to see if we can get some footage of these fish. They're all pushing pretty shallow. And I think if I get you guys set up in the right spot, you'll be able to see them. So we're going to see if we can't capture a couple. There we go. Come on, buddy. Another beautiful male, not quite as big as the last nice male we caught, but it is a good fish. He's right here. Come on. Come on. He's just digging on me. Come here, buddy. There we go. Boom. Let's go. Guys, check out how gorgeous this fish is. This might be the prettiest one that we've caught so far. Oh my gosh. Hook pops right out. This one is short and fat. Look at how gorgeous that little guy is. Not a big one, but just a little football. Just a truly magnificent little male brook trout. Let's get this little guy back in the water. Like, how does that trout exist? The colors on these fish, like, they don't even have names for them. There's just so many. Like, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's just such a special opportunity to be able to come out here and target these brook trout. Man, it's just, they're such an awesome species. They're absolutely one of my favorites to target, especially on the fly rod. Oh my goodness. This is just an absolute blast. That last fish was absolutely incredible. I had an absolute blast coming out here today to target these brook trout. Like, these fish just shouldn't exist. The colors, I've never seen colors like that on anything other than these awesome fish. If you guys want to target some big brook trout on the fly rod, can't go wrong with leeches, man. I mean, those fish absolutely love them. All they do is just burrow around in the mud all day and eat those invertebrates or whatever. Sure, you can catch them on dry flies, but I've caught the majority of my biggest brook trout just slowly dragging the bottom with a leech. And if you guys have watched this video to the end, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. We just passed 1,000 subscribers, so I just want to say thanks. It's been a long time coming, but you guys were finally able to make it happen. Appreciate all the love and support. If you want to watch another video that you two think you'll like, click up here. I hope to see you guys out in the water. Until then, keep freaking casting.